For doing some precision shooting and you want to keep it on a budget, the B22, excellent choices. What is going on, guys? It's the guy with beard, guns and gear, and this is like part 3 of at least 3 videos. This is part 1 of 3 videos. No, wait, anyway, we're doing 3 videos and this is one of them. So I feel like I'm punch drunk right now because I just finished night shifts and we've been out hunting. And hunting, if you guys are hunters, it starts at like dark 30. So I haven't had a lot of sleep, so that's why I feel a little punch drunk. But you guys have seen this firearm as well as the other 2 that I've been videoing in my brother's place. That's why it looks different. Where I hunt for whitetails. And I never really had the opportunity because, as I said in the other videos, when we're out at the range, we kind of want to just shoot the things and not talk and not waste time. So that's where we're at. And so today I was like, hey, you know what? I should show people some cool stuff. So he's got a couple of cool things. And so I wanted to get my hands on them and talk about them a little bit. And if you've been following me along and watching many of my videos, you would have heard us talking about getting back into precision shooting or get back into rifle shooting. We were both in the military, and the military has this special machine that sucks the fun out of everything. So I enjoyed shooting before I joined the military. I got very proficient at shooting, and then the military made it like less fun. So I've been doing a lot of pistol shooting, but most of the time when we do rifle shooting, it's like, let's check 0 to make sure that we're going to hit our target, and then we get out there. But we've both been kind of itching to do a little bit more rifle shooting. So we started to get back into rifle shooting. And I mean, besides 22 rimfire, which is probably the cheapest ammo you can get out there, 9mm is certainly inexpensive, and then your 223 and so on and so on. We're not doing hand loads. So we both lucked out at the time. We were thinking we should get a rimfire just to kind of practice with. Those skills that you acquire or reacquire can cross-populate into higher calibers, higher cartridges. The muscle memory, it's all there. So I lucked out and I found that Savage B22 22 long rifle, rimfire, precision rifle, and he lucked out and found this. And this is a 93 R17 with the stainless steel and Boyd stock. Very cool setup. And they are going for, I think, roughly $529 US. I think he said he paid around the 600 mark when he found it. When he found this particular one. This is not used, he got it new. But you should probably expect to pay somewhere around the 750 mark if you're getting one without the scope and without the bipod, obviously. But you can still find them without the Boyd stock if you don't think you're going to like the thumb hole, which he didn't think he was going to like the thumb hole, and it turns out that his hand goes right in there and he likes a thumb hole. So it's an expensive venture if you're not sure you're going to like it, but if it comes with it and you pick one up, you can certainly swap. You could probably trade. Somebody would probably be like, sure, I'll take that awful Boyd stock off your hand and with the thumb hole, and here's one without. Anyway, very cool looking rifle, and it's in kind of a browny gray laminate. Very nice stock on this, and again, the stainless steel, big, heavy, fat bull barrel. Very, very cool looking and sounding rounds. If you've ever sat beside somebody when they crack off a .17 round, it sounds like it's like coming out of there just whistling down range. It's a very, very interesting sound. Very small cartridges too. But as you can see, it is a 21-inch long barrel, stainless steel, as I said. Big, 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 beefy bull barrel, which is amazing if you're doing precision shooting or if you're doing any kind of, I'm not going to call it long range. You're not going to get long range out of this, but certainly if you were doing long range precision shooting and grouping practice, you want something with a little beefier barrel that's going to stand up to some repeated firing, concurrent. 1 in 9 twist rate, which is again excellent. 21 inches, so it's really going to get that little tiny thing just to spinning like a mother to come out of there. 13 3/4 length of pull for this. So if you're a shorter shooter, you could probably get that cut down if you wanted to, but it works because both my brother and I have long arms, so we can certainly shoot this and be comfortable with it. 39 3/4 inch overall length. I'm not sure what that is in centimeters. I had to go to the Savage Fight to find the stats on this. I'm sure you could find it if you went to some of the Canadian sites, but if 36 inches is roughly a meter, give or take, so somewhere around the 98 centimeter, maybe, or more, 102 maybe. I don't know. I'm not a mathemologist, so figure it out. 7 pounds is what it comes in without anything on it. No scope, no bipod, no nothing, no mag. We just weighed this and it came in at a whopping 10.1 pounds as it's set up right now, which is kind of good. You kind of want a heavier rifle if you're doing precision shooting. Not that you have a lot of recoil to contend with for this, but it helps it settle in, and follow-on shots are a lot easier to get. Try a lot of ammo. I will say this. There's the little tiny little cute little magazine for it. I'm not a big fan of the Savage magazines. I have an issue with the BV-22. Sometimes there's feed issues. I like the Ruger 10-22 magazines better. Sorry, Savage fans, but I do. This one is, so far I don't think he's had any problems. So far so good with this, but there are, the internet has lots of horror stories about all kinds of different things. I'm sure that it's not just isolated to Savage mags, but I'm just not keen on them. So as I was saying, it's almost like, to me, this is what it looks like, okay? So like a shrink machine, you know, Rick and Morty style. They took like a 223 round and shrunkerized it, because I mean, just look at that. It's so cute. It looks like it should be on a keychain, you know? It looks like a real round. Well, it is a real round, but it looks completely different than 22. This is really cool, and I don't know if you can see it a little bit better. It's very, very, very pointy, and as I said, it comes out of there just a cracking down range. So, very neat. And I'm sure somebody's going to ask, but they're going to be like, what's the scope on that? What's the scope on that? We tried to keep budget because it is rimfire. And so for me, I don't enter competitions right now. I'm not going to put a $3,000 scope on a rimfire. So we both kind of went our own way on that. I have a right-on one on my B22. It works excellent. It's an excellent scope. He went with a Bushnell, I think it's Match Pro 6. Lots of zooms. It's like 6-24 on this. Excellent turrets. The only problem that both him and I had when we were like looking at the scopes and what was available, what was on clearance, because this was on clearance, is that this is available in mills only. Not that it's impossible to work with mills over MOA, but if you're used to working with MOA, the adjustments come instinctively. So if you're shooting at 50, you know exactly how many clicks it's going to take to raise an inch or 2 inches. With doing mills, it's not as linear. So it takes you a while. You may need a calculator. You might have, like on the inside of your butt, you might have some dope written down there just for quick adjustments to know what it is at 50. So he doesn't have that right now, but he's trying to figure it out and you know, get along with it. But it's an excellent clear glass. I mean, it's a good scope, an excellent stock. It feels so comfortable. I like the thumb hole because it does kind of feel like you're isolating it, and then you can really concentrate on that trigger pull. Let's talk about this trigger pull. So we were both kind of trying to guesstimate, and I said, well, I'm thinking 3 pounds, and I think he said 3.25, maybe 3.5. And again, Savage, AccuTrinker, you know, they've got a good reputation. But I said, I don't know about that. I said, wow, that's really light. I said 3.25. Anyway, I'm going to measure it a third time. I've already done 2. And it's adjustable if you didn't like it. Again, not a hunting rifle, so it's okay to have this thing set off on a hair even. But I was kind of surprised at how light this is. And there it goes. And smack dab on 2 pounds. So this thing has a 2 pound trigger set from the factory. You could take it down even a little bit more if you wanted to, but it's an excellent package. If you guys are in the market for doing some precision shooting and you want to keep it on a budget, This, the B22, excellent choices. If you don't have
Or prairie dogs.
Yeah, and even, you know, varmint hunting with these things is certainly an option. This .17 is just a screaming little round. It's quite a bit more expensive, I'll say, than 22, probably because of availability. And it looks like there's more into making the casing than just a straight 22. I mean, this is necked even. They are so cute though, but like a box of 50, this is a 17 grain VMAX from Hornady. So it's gonna be a pricey ammo, $25.99. Ouch. Yeah. I think you can buy 525 rounds of 22 for that ammo. Maybe not the VMAX from Hornady, but other similar stuff. So there it is, guys. Hope you like it. I haven't shot it a whole bunch because my brother's been loving on it lately. So because it's one of his newer firearms. If you guys have one of these, let me know what you're using it for. Certainly target shooting. If you are also a hunter slash prairie dog exterminator, let me know, and let me know the horror stories too. If you have one, if you have problems with the magazine, I've heard that can happen. But if you have any problems at all, or you don't like the Boyd stock, or you want a Boyd stock, or whatever, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, please, and we'll see you the next time.